What the hell? Oh my God! Bro, what is happening? Yo! Alright man, it's been a minute since I did an Engineer Reacts. So stick around, we're gonna have some fun checking out all of the latest hip-hop news. Let's get straight into it, man. So the first story right here, we have, an artist, Kuba from Poland, who seems to have imitated a song from Kendrick Lamar's, previous album, Humble. To me, this kind of just looks like, homie didn't really know. He likes Kendrick Lamar, I know behind the scenes on shows like this, it's actually a lot cheaper to use songs that are 2 years old because the publishing rates actually diminish like crazy, because obviously the song isn't in circulation as much anymore. Record labels are willing to just give these songs away. But yeah, somebody messed up when they allowed this on TV. As you can see right here, we have Hip Hop DX reporting on this. Basically just showing everything that I've just said. Apparently dude said the N-word a whole bunch on live TV. And did he win season 19? That's pretty crazy. I don't know what season they're on right now, but I'll let you decide if this is good or not. In our next story, we have Central C posting a controversial caption on Instagram in Arabic, basically maybe taking back what he feels about Doja Cat, you know what I mean? Obviously, Central C got really big off the track Doja, you know what I'm saying? He wanted Doja to be his boo, but it seems that, that is dwindled away due to Doja Cat's kind of recent change up in style. It's been this controversial, look that she's had on her latest album or album to be released. And I kind of agree with him, man. It's a little bit overboard. We will look at that in the next story. But he posted this on Instagram, which basically translates to, I seek refuge in Allah from the devil of the evil. And, basically that could be him talking about Doja Cat, since he was recently at a event where Doja Cat was, you know what I mean? So he pulled up, doing this thing. But, obviously she was there. A bunch of other celebrities were there. Really not too much to say about this other than, he is in an awkward position where he made this track that, kind of skyrocketed him into the mainstream. And, where does he stand on that now, right? So getting his opinion on this is pretty cool. And obviously in our next story, we can see, Doja Cat going #1 off of her brand new track and album, Paints the Town Red, with a whole lot of satanic imagery. You guys and girls post below, are you into this? Are you not? Me personally, I'm not going to listen to this album, man. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a bit much. There have been tracks by other artists that have kind of had more, satanic symbolism in them. Is it just a gimmick? Is it not? I don't know. I don't really care. Personally, I've seen enough on Twitter. I've seen enough snippets on Twitter to know that this ain't it, man. You know what I mean? So, is what it is. Comment below if you're going to be listening to this. And for all the Drake fans out there, we see that Drake has updated information about his upcoming album, For All the Dogs. And, his son drew the album cover. That was in the news last week as well. So obviously recently, Drake at his previous show on tour in Austin had said that a new single is dropping on September 15, which is this coming Friday. Comment below if you're going to be listening to this album. Me personally, I'm going to take a look at it because we all know that Drake is still the hottest artist in the hip-hop and kind of hip-hop pop realm. Doing the most numbers on Spotify, streaming services going crazy. So, it just makes sense, somebody who's into sound and into mixing and things like that, to pay attention to this. I think everyone in the industry will be paying attention to this. Album is going to be dropping on the following Friday. It's kind of normal for Drake to drop these projects on Fridays and things like that, all well calculated. Will be pretty interesting to listen to. But yeah, not too much news on that. There are some teasers at who he may be collabing with. Yachty's probably on the tape, as much as, as well as a bunch of other artists. I don't really know too much info. Obviously, no one really does, but will be interesting to see his tape drop soon. I'll be paying attention to that. But obviously, with being a major celebrity comes this. Bro, how down bad do you have to be to go to a Drake concert and be like, yeah, I'm gonna walk on the stage, go dap bro up? Self-awareness is just crazy, bro. And on top of that, homie's wearing shorts. Drake's wearing like a Dark Souls Butcher outfit, I guess. I don't know who's styling Drake these days, but I don't know, man. This... Well, seems like Drake handled this quite appropriately. You know, in other news, a lot of artists have been throwing microphones at people in the crowd. I know Cardi B and 50 Cent now, who is, I think, in a lot of trouble for pretty much assaulting a woman at a live show. I think the real MVP in this is that the microphone, you know, these Shure microphones, you know, on tour, they super rigid. They're made to be thrown on the ground, obviously not to be thrown at people. But, you know, with all that controversy, I think Drake is handling this well. You know, I just think this dude is not self-aware enough to realize that you shouldn't really be walking on stage. You know, some of these guys are really mean, these security guards. They throw you, you know, they give you a quick little 1-2 in the stomach, you know, pause. But yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. This probably happens a lot. Drake obviously getting angry at the security guard for acting slow. Again, it doesn't seem like the dude was a threat. So in other news, Lil Yachty has, you know, made a tweet saying, "I did not stop drinking lean for y'all to bully me and tell me that I have leukemia." I don't really see it. You know, he looks healthy, he looks normal. Cut his dreads, right? Pretty normal to me. You know, Yachty rocks a whole bunch of different styles, so it would be expected of Yachty to change up his style. I don't really see anything wrong with this. Again, you know, if you as a dude, as a man, are like going around looking at people's styles constantly, you know, maybe rearrange the way you perceive the industry. People go through different seasons of change, and nothing too crazy about that. And XXL have just released a article pretty much showcasing rappers that have landed #1 spots on the Billboard charts this year. Now, the Billboard Hot 100 is important for the hip-hop industry. If you're able to make #1 on the main chart, it's pretty big. It means that your song is being streamed a lot. It also is really good for your career. So obviously artists like Uzi is probably on this chart. As you can see right here, Uzi has gone #1 off of his Pink Tape. This is the Billboard 200. But, you know, I'm pretty sure it was I Just Wanna Rock, which pretty much has revived Uzi's career once again. Uzi's been really good at doing this, pretty much just vanishing for months on end in terms of releases, just popping back with something really good. I think Uzi's got a really good team behind him that are able to kind of, you know, maximize the output of Uzi's work. Obviously, Uzi could drop 100 songs a week. I think that would kind of actually negatively affect his, you know, kind of reputation in the industry. Obviously, I Just Wanna Rock went crazy. You know, the streaming world helped with that. The live streaming world, you know, with Kai obviously being part of that. You know, just that whole New York vibe. It's been pretty crazy. So, you know, shout out to Uzi. As you can see right here, we have Lotto, who came up off of I've not listened to this song at all, but if, you know, the Billboard loves it, people are streaming it, good for her. I've not listened to the song at all, but Lotto could rap. I think she's a pretty solid rapper. You know, I don't have much to say about that. Travis Scott again coming up off of Utopia. This was a pretty big drop, but really I think in terms of like the streets side of hip-hop, I don't know if too many people are, you know, Travis kind of comes and goes these days, you know what I mean? He goes on tour, he's probably making mad money on tour. Utopia has been streaming well, but again, I just feel like, as you know, the more Travis drops, the less kind of impactful it is towards the streets. And, you know, I just feel like his previous works were that much more big, you know, but shout out to Travis, obviously, for, you know, making #1 this year. And Doja Cat, obviously, with Paint the Town Red, we have talked about that. Not the biggest fan. I miss the old Doja Cat. And in more female hip-hop news, we can see Cardi B actually providing scratch and sniff CDs.
Sniff? Y'all want scratch and sniff videos, bitch? Hold up. Oh my god.
Oh! Bro, you know, I'm not even mad at a lot of female rappers for kind of putting stunts like this. Obviously, this is probably just for social media, so just a little bit of fun. But, you know, you got dudes out here paying for OnlyFans. You know, if you down that bad, y'all gonna eat this up. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna be on eBay selling this, one of these CDs, you know, touched by Cardi B. Look, bro, you guys need to go outside, hit the gym, you know what I mean? And just live normal lives, man. This type of shit shouldn't like excite you, you know what I mean? Obviously Cardi B released a new track with Megan Thee Stallion. Again, it's filled with booty and all that. It is what it is. A lot of these women are going to be acting like this. That's the way they make their money. That's the way it goes. You know what I mean? This is just part of the American music scene right now. Is what it is. Obviously, we did have Joe Budden on his podcast talking about how, this album, or this single, my bad, sounds like a 2-pack of ass and nothing compared to their last collab. So he feels that this new track from Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion is not hitting as hard. He says it's not as ratchet. Is what it is, man. I don't know what to tell you. These tracks, artists like this excuse me, are pretty much the cream of the crop of a lot of music labels. A lot of thought goes into what tracks are produced, what tracks are sent out into the public, and this seems to work for them. So that's how they're going to be doing it. This is going to be filling up their venues when they go on stage. This is going to be doing streaming numbers, so can't really hate them for releasing this. This type of music has been around since before, since like the late 90s. You know what I mean? A lot of this music has been booming. Lil Kim, eventually to Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, etc., etc. That's just how it goes. So yeah, I don't have too much to say about this, but and as you can see right here, we have Kanye and his new wife hanging real loose again in Italy. Now I don't know what it is, man, but I feel like Kanye West is just becoming more and more of like a Florida guy. Like, I would expect someone in Florida just to be walking around the beach with an outfit on like this. Check out the boots, man. Kanye is on a whole different level of drip lately. As you can see, his wife, dressing to some inappropriate. If I saw them in the street, I'd honestly just walk past them because, yeah, it's his wife, right? They're just doing what they do. Obviously, Kanye was seen a few weeks ago getting fellatio on a boat. He has apparently been banned from the said boat company. So, unfortunately, Kanye, you can't rent those boats anymore. I don't think Kanye cares because he could buy the whole village if he wanted to, I'm sure. But to me, Kanye just looks like a dude who's living his life, man. I mean, if the paparazzi weren't on him the way that they are, no one would bat an eye, right? There would just be this dude walking through a neighborhood with, some sort of Final Fantasy outfit on, right? Doing his thing with his wife, just living his life, man. I feel like Kanye at this stage in the game, right? He's done pretty much everything he's wanted to do, and he just seems like he's having a good time, man. He's enjoying time with his wife, obviously. And it is what it is. I just feel like the paparazzi are eating off of this because it's Kanye, right? He's always going to sell clicks these days, right? Magazines don't sell too much. As you can see, TMZ eating this up. Really not much to say more about that. But shout out Kanye, really, man. He seems like he's chilling, right? And in more hip-hop news, as we can see, GUNNA has just packed out his first show since returning from jail. Some labeling him a snitch. I don't know what the real story is behind him and Thug. GUNNA has been around Thug for like many years. You can watch some of Thug's older music videos. You'll see GUNNA around a lot different than what he is now. But as you can see, he's having a good time, right? Doesn't seem like any of these people care if Gunna is a snitch or not. Gunna has skyrocketed to fame to the point where people are just going to come out to his shows because they like his music, right? That's kind of the interesting balance between hip-hop and like street cred, right? In the early 2000s, it was much more of a thing. People would blackball you if they found that, your street cred wasn't up to date or like up to scratch. Nowadays, hip-hop is so mainstream that, sure, 100 people might not come, but guess what? Another 5,000 people are going to come.
Do not come.
I'm going to come.
Right, so it doesn't matter, really not too much to say about the Gunna and Thug situation, the whole YSL scandal, because we don't really know the details, right? This is an active court case. Obviously, things have been said behind closed doors. I don't know how Thug feels about it. Maybe Thug even feels that Gunna's good. I don't know. Y'all can comment below if you know more about it. But personally, it looks like he's having a good time. As you can see, Free Jeffrey right there. Showing love to Young Thug, so maybe they're still on good terms. Who knows? Comment below, enlighten me. But on the other side of the dynamic duo, Gunna and Baby kind of came up together. Gunfire erupted at a Tennessee concert recently. Somebody seemingly being injured.
Man, they done got to shooting that little baby concert, man.
Look at this shit, man. They done got shot at Lil Baby concert.
Damn, bro. So this just seems like some outside stuff that happened. I don't know if Lil Baby had anything to do with this, but somebody was shot and critically injured. Never nice to see at a show. Never good for the artist, never good for the venue. A whole lot of legal stuff to approach. This happened at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And yeah, gunfire was opened at the stadium. Ends the show. It sucks for everyone who paid for a ticket. Hopefully, Lil Baby will somehow recoup these people, maybe with free tickets to the next show, maybe their cash back, who knows, but definitely scary. Memphis is known to be a place, shoot the club up, hey, that's just the Memphis way, man. Sucks to see, but glad no one else got hurt, and hopefully the guy who did get hurt will come out okay. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all the hip-hop news that we have for today. If you enjoyed the video, definitely comment below. If you want to support the channel, check out our vocal presets web store, where we have access to over 100 wonderfully crafted vocal presets for FL Studio. We have some for Pro Tools as well. We also have links towards our vocal mixing course, vocal recording course, and for FL Studio, our vocal enhancer. So if you are an up-and-coming artist, or you are an artist who wants to upgrade their sound, you can definitely check out all that stuff below. I do also offer a mixing and mastering service. Check that out. We have a wonderful acoustically treated room where I can mix your music boutique style. We got all the beautiful analog gear in the world. So check that out. Check out in the next one. Peace out.